Imagine this. Someone insults you, tries to manipulate you, or outright disrespects you. But instead of reacting, instead of getting angry or letting it ruin your day, you feel nothing. Zero anger, zero frustration. You just observe, stay calm, and move forward while they waste their energy. That level of emotional control makes you dangerous in the best way possible. When no one can trigger you, you become untouchable. Welcome to Stoic Blessing, the channel where we blend ancient Stoic wisdom with modern psychology to make you mentally unshakable. If you're ready to master your mind and never be controlled by another person again, hit that like button and drop a comment saying, "I control my emotions. No one can break me." Let's begin. Number 1. The first rule of power: master your reactions. The moment you react emotionally, you lose. That's rule number 1. Think about it. When someone angers you, who's in control? You or them? The answer is simple. Whoever triggers you controls you. If someone can push a button and make you react, they have power over your emotions, your actions, and even your mood. But here's the secret. You don't have to react. Most people go through life as emotional puppets. Someone cuts them off in traffic, they explode in anger. Someone criticizes them, they rush to defend themselves. Someone disrespects them, they instantly feel the need to retaliate. But the powerful, the successful, the mentally untouchable, they don't react. They observe, they analyze, and most importantly, they choose their response. The dark psychology of triggers: people will test you. Some will do it intentionally, some without even realizing it. But make no mistake, the goal is always the same: to make you react. Manipulators, narcissists, toxic people, even everyday individuals who feed off drama, they all want a reaction. Why? Because when you react, they gain control. A bully insults you, they want your anger, it fuels them. A manipulator plays mind games, they want you to engage. They thrive on your frustration. A narcissist ignores you, they want you to beg for attention. It feeds their ego. Now imagine flipping the script. Imagine someone trying to provoke you, but instead of getting upset, you just smirk. You don't argue. You don't defend yourself. You just let them waste their energy while you remain unshaken. That's real power. That's emotional control. That's Stoicism in action. If you understand this, drop a comment right now saying, "I choose my reactions. No one controls me." The power of indifference. Indifference is a weapon. When someone insults you and you act completely unaffected, it disarms them. If someone insults you and you just nod and walk away, they feel powerless. If someone tries to humiliate you and you act completely unfazed, they become uncomfortable. If someone tests your patience and you stay calm like a stone, they lose all influence over you. This is why the greatest warriors, the most successful leaders, and the most dangerous people in history were masters of self-control. They never let emotions dictate their actions. Here's how you can apply this in real life. How to respond to insults like a Stoic. Let's say someone calls you stupid. Instead of getting angry, try this. Option 1. Look at them. Smirk slightly and say nothing. Silence is devastating. Option 2. Say, "Interesting perspective." This is neutral and completely disarms them. Option 3. Laugh lightly and walk away. Now they're confused and frustrated. Each of these responses keeps you in control. No anger, no emotional weakness, just calm, calculated indifference. The Stoic mindset shift. Most people react because they believe they have to. They think that getting angry, arguing, or proving a point somehow makes them stronger. But in reality, it's the opposite. The person who controls their emotions controls the situation. The person who remains calm always has the upper hand. The person who doesn't react holds all the power. If you let someone trigger you, you give them the keys to your mind. But if you refuse to react, You keep those keys for yourself. So, the next time someone tries to get under your skin, remember this. If you react, you lose. If you stay calm, you win. If you master your responses, you become untouchable. And when you reach that level, no one can ever bother you again. If you're ready to become mentally unshakable, comment below. I am untouchable. No one can shake me. Now, let's move on to the next level of control. Number 2, the mind trick, reframing insults into power. Most people get angry because they take things personally. Someone insults them, and they immediately feel attacked. But here's the truth. An insult only has power if you believe it. If a child called you a purple alien, would you get mad? No, because you know it's not true. The same logic applies to any insult, no matter who says it. Someone calls you weak? That's their opinion, not your reality. Someone says you'll never be successful? That's their mindset, not yours. Someone tries to humiliate you? That's their insecurity, not your problem. Words only hurt if you let them. Once you understand this, you become immune to petty insults and criticism. Reframing, turn insults into power. Most people react to insults with anger or embarrassment. But the secret is learning to reframe every insult into something useful. Someone doubts you, use it as motivation. Someone underestimates you, let them and prove them wrong. Someone tries to bring you down, they feel beneath you. This is what Stoics call control over perception. The event itself doesn't matter, only how you interpret it. If someone insults you, they are revealing their insecurity. If someone spreads lies about you, they feel threatened by your presence. If someone mocks you, they are showing weakness, not strength. It's not the insult that affects you, it's your interpretation of it. If you understand this, comment below. I decide what affects me. Nothing can break me. The Stoic secret: control the narrative. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of the time, it's not the insult that hurts, it's the way you interpret it. Example, someone calls you a failure. You have two choices. A, get upset and argue. B, laugh internally and remind yourself that their words are meaningless. Example, someone disrespects you publicly. You have two choices. A, let it ruin your day. B, see it as proof that they feel threatened by you. When you stop seeing insults as attacks and start viewing them as irrelevant noise, you stop getting angry. And when you stop getting angry, you become untouchable. Most people allow insults to control their emotions. You use them as fuel. That's the difference between someone who is mentally weak and someone who is in full control of their emotions. If you're ready to master this, comment below. I am in control. No one can shake me. The psychological advantage: the less you react, the more power you hold. Weak people seek validation. Strong people don't care. Most people need to react to insults. They feel the need to defend themselves, prove a point, or argue. But here's the truth. The moment you react emotionally, you lose. Think about the most powerful, unshakable people in history. Did they get triggered easily? No. They stayed calm, controlled, and untouchable. When you master indifference, you take away the power of anyone trying to get under your skin. Let's break it down. They insult you. You stay calm. Now they're frustrated. They try to make you feel bad. You smile. Now they feel powerless. They expect you to argue. You walk away. Now they look foolish. This is the ultimate power move. Total indifference. The moment someone realizes they can't control your emotions, they lose control over you. That's the real power of Stoicism. Controlling your mind so that no one else ever can. Mastering the reframe, a real-life test. The next time someone insults you, pause for a second. Instead of reacting, ask yourself, why did they say that? What does this say about them? How can I use this as fuel? By shifting your perspective, you stop seeing insults as attacks and start seeing them as meaningless noise. And when you do that, you win every single time. If you're ready to rewire your mind for ultimate self-control. Number 3, detachment, the ultimate weapon against manipulation. Most people get triggered because they are too attached to how others see them. They crave approval, fear criticism, and let other people's opinions control their emotions. But here's the truth. If you stop caring about what others think, no one can manipulate you. Think about the most powerful, unshakable people in history. Did they waste time arguing with every critic? Did they get emotional over insults? No. They stayed calm, detached, and in control. The less you care about their words, the less power they have over you. The moment you stop seeking validation, you become unstoppable. The root of emotional weakness, attachment to opinions. Most people get angry because they attach their self-worth to what others say. They think, if they insult me, I must defend myself. If they don't respect me, I must prove them wrong. If they criticize me, it must mean I'm not good enough. This mindset is a trap. It means your happiness depends on others. If someone compliments you, you feel good. If someone insults you, you feel bad. But a Stoic warrior doesn't think like this. A Stoic knows that opinions are just noise. Someone praises you, stay neutral. Someone insults you, stay neutral. Someone ignores you, stay neutral. The secret is emotional detachment. You don't let praise lift you up, and you don't let criticism bring you down. If you master this, comment below. I control my emotions. No one else does. Dark psychology. How people use your attachments against you. Here's something most people don't realize. Manipulators target your weaknesses. Toxic people test your emotions. Narcissists feed off your reactions. If someone knows you care deeply about respect, they will disrespect you to make you react. If someone knows you fear embarrassment, they will try to humiliate you to gain control. If someone knows you want approval, they will withhold it to keep you chasing them. But when you detach from opinions, they lose their power over you. Imagine someone insults you, expecting you to get angry. But instead you look at them, smile slightly and say, "Is that all?" Now they are confused. They expected control, but you gave them nothing. That is the power of detachment. How to become mentally untouchable. If you want to never be controlled by another person again, start practicing these 3 rules. 1. Never explain yourself to people who don't matter. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your choices. The more you explain, the weaker you seem. 2. Never seek validation from others. If you depend on approval, you will always be controlled. Strong people validate themselves. 3. Never react emotionally to insults. Your calmness is your greatest weapon. A silent smile is more powerful than an argument. When you master these rules, you become someone who cannot be manipulated. If you're ready to take control of your emotions, comment below. I am in control. No one can shake me. The power of emotional distance. The next time someone tries to provoke you, remember, they want your energy. Don't give it to them. They want to control your emotions. Stay calm. They want a reaction. Stay silent. Once you stop feeding negativity, it disappears. People can only control you if you give them permission. Take back your power. Detach from opinions. Ignore the noise. Stay focused. And when you reach that level, no one can break you. No one can control you. No one can manipulate you. That's the power of true detachment. If you're ready to become untouchable, drop a comment. I am unshakable. No one controls me. Now, let's move on to the next level of mental dominance. Number 4, the art of Stoic silence. Speak only when necessary. One of the most powerful weapons you can have in life is silence. Most people talk too much. They react emotionally, defend themselves unnecessarily, and give away their thoughts for free. But here's the truth. The less you speak, the more power you hold. The less you react, the more control you have. The less you explain, the more mysterious you become. If someone insults you and you stay silent, it makes them uncomfortable. If someone challenges you and you don't react, they feel powerless. If someone expects an argument and you walk away, they look foolish. This is why the greatest warriors, philosophers, and leaders in history mastered silence. The power of saying nothing. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Most people talk because they feel pressured to respond. They think, I need to defend myself. I have to prove them wrong. I must win the argument. But here's the reality. You owe no one an explanation. Silence is a weapon because it makes people doubt themselves. It makes them wonder what you're thinking. It forces them to reveal their own weaknesses. Next time someone insults you, doubts you, or provokes you, try this. Option 1, look at them, smirk, and say nothing. Option 2, nod slightly and walk away. Option 3, say, interesting, then change the subject. If you master this, comment below. I speak only when necessary. Silence is my power. Dark psychology. Why people fear. Silence. Most people are afraid of silence. It makes them uncomfortable because they expect reactions, validation, or reassurance. This is why silence is such a powerful tool. When you stop responding emotionally, people don't know how to handle it. A manipulator can't manipulate silence. A narcissist can't feed off silence. An enemy can't fight silence. Example, if someone accuses you of something you didn't do, instead of arguing, you just stare at them for a moment and say nothing. They will feel the pressure. They will start explaining themselves. Example, if someone wants to argue with you, but you simply walk away, they are left with their own frustration. Silence forces others to reveal their own emotions. You stay calm while they lose control. The rule of selective speech. A true Stoic only speaks when necessary. Don't explain yourself unless absolutely needed. Don't argue with people who won't change their mind. Don't waste words proving your worth. Actions speak louder. Most people talk to feel important. You talk only when it adds value. Next time you feel the urge to argue or defend yourself, pause. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will this change anything? Do I need to speak, or is silence more powerful? 90% of the time, silence is the better choice. If you understand this, drop a comment. I control my words. I waste nothing. How to train your silence muscle. To master strategic silence, practice these. 1. Pause before responding. Whenever someone says something triggering, take 3 seconds before speaking. 2. Answer with fewer words. If someone asks for your opinion, keep it short and powerful. 3. Use body language instead of words. A simple nod, smirk, or glance can say more than a whole sentence. 4. Observe more, speak less. The one who speaks least in a room holds the most power. When you master silence, you become someone that people respect, fear, and admire. The ultimate test of power. The next time someone insults you, pressures you, or expects a reaction, try this. Say nothing, hold eye contact, let them fill the silence. You will be shocked at how quickly they become uncomfortable. That's because silence is power. If you're ready to become untouchable, comment below, I am unshakable. My silence. Number 5. The ultimate mindset. You are the master of your fate. At the end of the day, anger is wasted energy. If someone can trigger you, they control you. But if you remain calm, you own yourself. The most powerful people in history, leaders, philosophers, warriors, all had unshakable self-control. They didn't let words, opinions, or insults control their emotions. Instead, they mastered the ability to stay calm, detached, and focused on their goals. If you want to reach that level, you must adopt the ultimate mindset. No one has power over you unless you give it to them. Why most people stay emotionally weak? The average person lives on autopilot. They react to everything around them without thinking. If someone insults them, they get angry. If someone doubts them, they feel insecure. If someone disrespects them, they feel the need to prove themselves. But here's the truth. Reacting emotionally means you are easily controlled. Letting insults affect you means you give away your power. Trying to prove yourself means you are still seeking validation. A Stoic warrior doesn't seek approval, doesn't need validation, and doesn't react emotionally. They control their own mind. And when you control your mind, you control everything. If you're ready to claim that power, comment below. I control my mind. No one else does. How to adopt the Stoic mindset for life. If you truly want to be unshakable, you must train yourself to think like a Stoic in every situation. Here's how. 1. Reframe every negative situation. Instead of saying, "They insulted me, so I must defend myself," say, "Their words mean nothing unless I let them." Instead of thinking, "They disrespected me, I must react," think, "They have no power over me." Your perception is everything. Change it, and you change your reality. 2. Stop seeking external validation. If you depend on praise, you will always be controlled by it. If you depend on people's opinions, you will never be truly free. A strong person doesn't need approval. They only need self-discipline. 3. Let go of the need to win. Every argument. The most powerful person in a conflict is the one who doesn't need to argue. Walk away. Stay silent. Focus on what truly matters. No one can control a person who doesn't engage in pointless battles. The final level of mental strength. When you fully adopt this mindset, you become a different type of person. Insults don't bother you. Criticism doesn't shake you. Disrespect doesn't affect your mood. You move through life with a calm, controlled presence, a person who is so self-assured that nothing can disturb them. And when you reach this level, people respect you. People fear trying to manipulate you. You gain complete control over your emotions and reactions. If you're ready to become mentally untouchable, comment below. I am unbreakable. No one can shake me. Your final challenge for the next 7 days, practice this mindset. No reacting, no explaining, no seeking validation, only control. You will be amazed at how people change around you, how they suddenly respect you more, admire your calmness, and lose their ability to manipulate you. Next time someone tries to make you angry, remember, they are a test, and you always pass. If you're ready to become unbreakable, comment, I control my mind. No one else does. And before you go, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Stoic Blessing, turn on notifications, stay strong, stay untouchable.